Tommie, baby girl, what is you doing? Now, we all know when we watched Tommie on Love and Hip Hop and Baddies West, we all speculated that homegirl was on that booger sugar. But now, Tommie has been arrested in Miami, and one of those charges was possession of cocaine. And you better believe we're going to talk about it, okay? Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Next, click that thumbs up button and like this video. That way you can support the channel. And also, if you are feeling generous, you can donate to the channel as well. Below in the description box, I will have ways that you can donate, like through PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and all those other good payment applications. All right, and I appreciate those that do. Love you guys. Last but not least, join the conversation. I want to hear from you on what you think about this story regarding our girl Tommie. Now, I was first introduced to Tommie through Baddies West. Most of y'all probably knew Tommie through Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. That's where her claim to fame came from. And Tommie's always, well, not always, we can say Tommie's had a rap sheet when it comes to being arrested. Multiple mugshots out there. She stays in the media. She stays in the blogs for doing crazy shit and getting arrested. This time, it's no different. According to the blogs and according to hotnewhiphop.com, Tommie Lee was reportedly arrested on drug charges at Victory Lounge in Miami. So I'm just going to read you guys this article. We're going to go through it and then we're going to talk about it. So according to reports, former Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Tommie Lee, born Atasha Jefferson, has been arrested in Miami. A new photo is circulating online appearing to reveal a text message from a source claiming that she was brought into the jail and is facing multiple charges. Her charges seem to include cocaine possession with the intent to sell and disorderly conduct / breach of peace. Now, Tommie, if you don't sell drugs, you know the number one rule in drug dealing. What is it, y'all? Somebody tell me. Somebody put it in the comments. What's the number one rule in selling drugs? You don't get high off your own supply, right? Now, Tommie, you out here selling coke. I know you doing the same coke that you selling. Come on now, allegedly. Come on. Come on, mamas. You out here selling Coca-Cola to the girls on South Beach, and you know you dabbling in that same bag. Get my little mouse working here. Now, the article goes on to say, the circumstances leading up to her alleged arrest and the charges are unclear. However, the report has left many fans disappointed. She's also struggled with alcohol abuse in the past and has been accused of dabbling in other substances. And you know, we talked about that here on Baddies West because her behavior was very erratic, very up and down. One minute she's cool, she's your best friend. The next minute she's chasing you up the stairs, trying to pull your wig off and beat your ass. Right? Now, in 2009, Tommie was arrested and indicted on child abuse charges for allegedly physically attacking her middle school-aged daughter. Now, we talked about this as well on Baddies East. I think, or Baddies West. Some of y'all in the comments actually put me on to it because Stunner Girl, I believe, was the one who called out Tommie's issues with child abuse and whatnot, and I didn't really know what happened, and some of y'all put me on to it. So, which that says a lot in itself. I mean, come on. If you're beating your child, you either sick, twisted, crazy, mentally ill, or you on drugs. You on that shit. Now, finishing this article, it says she bonded out, later appearing in court for the case and getting arrested again for being drunk. Now, this was with the child abuse case. This is not with the cocaine arrest that she had last night. They're saying that when she was arrested in 2019 for child abuse, she bonded out and was arrested the same day for being drunk. Now, sources claimed at the time that the stress of the situation had caused her to relapse, and that she had been working on becoming sober leading up to that court appearance, referring to the child abuse court appearance. Now, there's photos online, because some of you may be thinking, well, how are we going to go off of a text message of someone saying that she was arrested? That could be hearsay. That could be bullshit. But there's also, if you go on Instagram, go to Neighborhood Talk, go to Shade Room, you can go to, or just Google it, you can see a screenshot of the arrest, the arrest thing, the case. The case number is here. Case number F230167116. And the date on here is what? I don't have a date on that one. It says Coke/Cell/attempt something. I think that's what he says. Now, this article was 13 hours ago. This same outlet, which is hotnewhiphop.com, released another article, 3 hours later. Now, this article headline says, Tommie Lee had epilepsy medication, not coke, during her arrest, her rep claims. Now, let's go through this one. So, her team is claiming, oh, no, she didn't get arrested for coke. She got arrested for having epilepsy medicine. Now, wait a goddamn minute. I may be young, but I wasn't born yesterday. And I know that when you get arrested, if you have any kind of medication on you that's in a pill bottle or not in a pill bottle, the police, they test it. It ain't just like they gonna say, well, you got a pill in your purse, you're going to jail. No, they test it. They look up these drugs to see what they are. If you had epilepsy medication in your bag or your purse, you're not going to get arrested for that. And let's just play devil's advocate here. Let's say she didn't have her bottle and she had 3 or 4 epilepsy pills at the bottom of her purse, and when she got pulled over, they found those pills. They're still going to check, even though she doesn't have a prescription. Let's say she doesn't have a prescription, they're still going to check the bottle. They're still going to check the medication to see what it is. And if it's non-narcotic, you're not going to go to jail for having it. So, and then number 3, how do we get epilepsy medication mixed up with cocaine? Do they look the same or something? I don't think so. I don't take epilepsy medicine. I've never seen it, but I'm about 100% sure that it doesn't look like powder. Did she have the medicine crushed up? Anyway, let's go through this article. Earlier today, August the 20th, it was reported that Tommie Lee had been arrested in Miami. Her charges included possession of a controlled substance, cocaine, and breaching the peace. Breaching the peace. We missed that part, but that part's not hard to believe either, right? Tommie Lee breaching the peace, disturbing the peace. Shit, she disturbed my peace that whole season on Baddies West, and I wasn't even there. Now, her charges included possession of a controlled substance, cocaine, and breaching the peace. Prior to her arrest, Lee was reportedly leaving a restaurant after a verbal altercation with an employee. However, it is unclear how she went from drastically leaving a restaurant to being arrested on possession charges. Now, Tommie Lee's real name, Atasha Jefferson, has struggled with alcohol abuse in the past and has been accused of dabbling in other substances like we talked about with the child abuse thing. Now, according to Tommie's rep, Tommie was not carrying cocaine on her at the time of her arrest. Quote, They chose to handcuff and arrest her on the grounds of drug possession, despite the fact that the drugs were, in fact, her friend's epilepsy medication. They seized upon this as an excuse for her arrest, when no other valid reason was evident. It's completely understandable that she felt infuriated by this unjust treatment, especially when she was spending her own hard-earned money. So it wasn't Tommie's epilepsy medication. It was her friend's epilepsy medication that she got arrested. I like, this just don't make sense. Like, come on now. Stop lying. Shut up. Shut your mouth. Get an attorney. Go to court and fight it. But at the end of the day, you had the coca-laca, Tommie. At the end of the day, you were high as giraffe pussy and you got into it with the restaurant employee. I'm surprised she was even at a restaurant eating. Don't coke make you not want to eat? The article continues and says, furthermore, they alleged that there were more things afoot. The representatives claimed that Lee had been threatened by an intoxicated individual at the restaurant she had reportedly left earlier in the evening. However, at this time, it appears that Lee remains in jail. There is no word on bond yet for Tommie. This is a developing story and we'll give you any updates as they emerge. So Tommie is currently sitting behind bars at this moment. That's not good, because if she has no bond, well, first of all, if she's not out right now, that means she has no bond. Either that, or maybe she's got another charge that she's got to wait to see the judge for. Something ain't adding up. Something ain't adding up. Because she should be able to bond out on a drug possession charge. I just want to say simple because it's not simple, but y'all know what I'm saying. She should be able to bond out on that. So the fact that they're saying she's still in jail and has yet to bond out, that's got me worried for her. Which, I mean, maybe she needs to be there. Maybe maybe she's got a problem, a serious problem, and she needs to spend some time away. I don't know. I don't like seeing nobody in jail. But Tommie girl, if you're listening, well, I know you're probably not listening because there's no YouTube in jail. But if you see this when you get out, get it together, mamas. You're 40. Or at least 40, pushing 40, over 40, somewhere around there. Too old to be acting like that. Old enough to know better. Another prime example of these people who have the world at their fingertips, opportunities at their fingertips, making this great money, living lives that some of us only dream of living, but you're out here fucking it up by arguing in restaurants and on coke. And here's another reason why I believe it, because in this article it says that the representatives claims that Tommie had been threatened by an intoxicated individual at the restaurant that she had reportedly left earlier in the evening. I'm not saying that somebody was not drunk at that restaurant and started some shit with Tommie. It happens, right? But if you know anything about coca-laca turns you into the Hulk. Look at Jocelyn. We've seen a prime example with Jocelyn, the way she likes to fight. A lot of people that get on coke, they're aggressive and loud and just for no fucking reason. And we saw it with Tommie on Baddies West. And I wouldn't be surprised if she smarted off to somebody who was intoxicated. They smarted off back. They get into this fight. The police gets called. They find coke on her. You know, and it's this whole debacle. Anyways, sad news for Tommie. I wish her well. I hope maybe she gets the help and the treatment that she needs in all seriousness. Because listen, we all know somebody who battles drug addiction. It's a serious thing. It's not funny. It's sad. Even though there are moments that we might see somebody in their worst moments, they might do something funny. However, the addiction of it is not funny. And I hope she gets the help she needs. I really do, because she needs it. She's, like I said, she's too old to be acting like this. And you've got a daughter. You got a whole daughter that you beat on And now her mama out here acting like this. Bless her heart. I hope the daughter's getting the therapy that she needs, so she don't end up out here in the streets like her mother. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys on what you thought about this story. How do you feel about Tommie going to jail? Do you think it's time for Tommie to finally take this serious and head to rehab? And do you think with her having no bond that she's going to be sitting in jail for a little bit? You think it's time for her to sit it on down? I want to hear from you. Make sure you join the conversation and chime in the comment section below. Also, make sure you get subscribed and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Last but not least, hit that thumbs up button to support this channel. You can also support by donating as well. I will put ways for you to donate in the description box below. PayPal, Venmo, Zelle, and Cash App are all ways that you can donate. You can also use Super Thanks, which is YouTube's way for you to tip us creators. Just be mindful that when you use Super Thanks, YouTube will take 50% of the money that you tip us. I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting the channel. We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See ya.
$70? Okay.
Do you have to pay with cash or card?
A card.
Card? Okay.
Hair samples only. We're not doing any of that drugstore stuff, none of that. We're doing straight up here, med right, hair samples. And it goes back to 6 months?
Yes.
Yeah, 6 months from now. I wish you can go back my whole life. Play games with somebody else. Y'all going down. Ooh, y'all going down. Y'all going